How's it going, everybody? This is the Kavito7, and by judging from what I am playing, you can kind of tell what is going to happen in the next couple of minutes. So today is what, the 20th, 420. 420 blaze it for all the people out there to do it. I do not, but, you know, I can respect it, you know. But either way, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about what is going on with, like, the creatures and such. Now, I know the last time I said I try to stay out of drama and stuff, but this actually has a point and is actually going to solidify a point that I was trying to make in the last rant video. So, Dexter officially announced his leaving the creatures today, and he also listed the reasons why. And to be honest with you, I completely agree with him. Link is in the description. I'm not going to try and, you know, overshadow his points that he's trying to make. Go ahead and watch it, and then you can come back here and watch the rest of what I have to say, or you can watch it now, whatever. Either way, I think he left for some very valid reasons, and it's kind of one of the reasons why I've been afraid to move to Texas with just my best friend down there the whole time, is because, like Dexter said himself, is you kind of lose the whole friendship parameter when you do, like, Let's Play channel, or, you know, you do group channels, and oh my god, that drives me nuts when it does that shit. But you kind of lose the... what do you call it? Like, you lose who you are as a person in general, I think, because, you know, you have to talk a certain way, you have to say certain things, you have to upload certain things, and you can't say this about people, can't say that about people, and, you know, that's what I'm afraid of with my best friend. You know, when I move down there, you know, I want us to, you know, do whatever the hell we want to do. I don't want to sit there and be like the boss, and I don't want him to be a boss, and, you know, us talk to each other like, you know, we should be buddies, we should be friends, you know, we should be on the same page and all this other stuff. And I don't think I've addressed this to him yet, although I'll probably link him to this channel, or to this video, because he's already subbed to my channel, so I'll just give him a link to the video, be like, you need to watch this because it includes you, and you know, it's some very important stuff. But you know, it's just really scary to, you know, for me to move all the way down there, and then to get down there and things don't work out because we don't agree with stuff. And I hope that if he watches this and he understands, you know, my fears about that, because it's a very scary thing to move over 1,000 miles on with someone that, you know, I've known him for 3 years, so you know, I trust him a good deal. But it's still, you know, that's a long way to go. Like, that's like having a girlfriend that wants you to move halfway across the country. You know what I mean? So hopefully he understands where I'm coming from with this, and, you know, can kind of put me at ease a little bit. But that's kind of what YouTube has become. It's kind of become it's more of a business. It's not actually a it's not just hanging out with friends anymore. It's about what you can do to get more subs, to get more views, and all this other crap. And, you know, some people probably be like, well, why would you even make a channel in the first place? Because it was for fun. It wasn't about, you know, how many subs I could get if I collaborated with this person, or how many subs I would get if I did this with this person. You know, it was supposed to be just, you know, people joking around and having a good time and enjoying themselves, and that's not what it's about anymore. And it's very sad and unfortunate, but, you know, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, boo-hoo, you know, it's the way the world works now. I understand. Like, don't talk down on me like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, I took business classes in college. I'm not a fucking moron. Please don't talk to me that way. I don't talk to other people that way, so please don't disrespect me unless you want to be disrespected yourself. You know, that's my take on it. You know, I don't ask for much in life. You know, just try to respect my opinions, and, you know, I understand that the sad reality of it is it's not what it used to be anymore. I get that. I'm not dumb. I'm very intelligent. I can see what's going on in the world. Okay, I need a couple of these. But it's very unfortunate to see friendships like that go away, because, you know, a business came first. And I guess that's what I'm afraid of most with my best friend is, you know, we start making videos together, and then all of a sudden be like, well, you know, something happens or whatever months down the road, he's got more views or whatever, so he feels that, he should be the boss and all the other stuff. And that's where it starts to go off the rails, I think, personally, is when stuff like that happens. And I guess that's kind of what happened with Dexter as well. When he was with the Creatures, a couple of the guys were bossier, and they were like, well, we have more subs. Or I don't know the exact situation of what happened, to be honest with you. But I'm kind of guessing at this point, and, to be honest with you, it's none of my business. And that's perfectly fine. I'm just kind of basing, trying to make it relevant to me and how I feel with what's going on with YouTube. And it's very unfortunate. It's very sad that, friendships have to die because businesses come first. And some people are going to be like, oh, well, it'll never turn out that way. Well, we can always promise ourselves stuff like that, but, the reality of the situation is it may not be that perfect, and stuff will happen. And, it is what it is. And I totally understand if, Casey came up to me and was like, yo, dude, you're being really offensive on your channel. You're not being yourself. Now that's where I would be like, oh, wow, man, you know what? You're right. I probably should lay off, saying certain things. But, if it's for the sake of the company, I would be pretty pissed off because, I am who I am. I mean, I'm not going to change who I am for anybody else. That's, if there's one life lesson that I could teach anybody, it's to be yourself. I mean, unless you're an asshole that just wants to... Okay, there's a witch over there. But unless you're an asshole that just wants to murder everybody, then, you might want to change your life goals there. Because nobody wants to be around that. And it's not right. But, I mean, if you're a decent person and, we all have our flaws. We all do. I have my flaws. I try to cut back from the cursing. But, I still do it anyway sometimes. But, I always try to talk on this channel like my nephew Gavin is sitting right next to me. I try to put myself in a position where, if I was a parent watching this, would I approve of it? And there's some videos that I've put up where, drinking light, and back when it was drinking light, but like, all my games where I was drinking, which that's not going to happen anymore, by the way, due to medical issues. But, when you look at it, is it acceptable? Do you think it's acceptable for, people to be watching? And I understand that some of my videos are like killing floor, well, drinking floor, I guess is what we call it. Oh, shit. No, 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 no! Okay, no, he didn't destroy it. Good. Fucking creeper. Son of a bitch. But, excuse me. But I try to present myself in the best way possible, just in case if I ever do move. I'll put videos up for my family, and I'll put them as unlisted, and maybe they'll look at my other stuff and see what I'm doing down in Texas, and I want them to make sure that I put the best videos up possible, that I convey myself as a decent human being, and, I want them to be proud of me. I don't want to go down there and, change who I am for the sake of views and then them be mad at me and hate me. Well, I don't think they'd ever hate me, but, be mad at me, upset with me because I did something on my channel that I probably shouldn't have. But I thought I was trying to get to a point there, but will you get the fuck out of here? Fuck off, please. Thank you. But, to just kind of summarize it all, it's just very unfortunate that, friendships had to die because, a business came first. And, there are going to be people that will defend the Creatures to the very end. And, I guess I can understand, maybe, if they're children. But, I mean, I followed the Creatures since before they even moved into the first house. I watched Nova back before his, I think it was Quad Mountain survival map, and Seamus was the first one I ever watched, and he was strictly, what's it called? Mario hacks. That's all he did for the time being, because he had a crappy computer and was uploading on a crappy laptop. And was it a laptop or a computer? I don't remember. But then once he bought a new computer and actually upgraded it, and you know, he could actually play newer games, you know, I've watched him all the same, to be honest with you. But you know, I think I liked him even more because of it, because his range expanded and he changed. He didn't change who he was himself, but you know, his commentary did change for the sake of, because you know, that's what's going to happen when you play new games. But when he joined the Creatures, you know, he didn't change who he was. He didn't change any of that. He didn't change, you know, his personality, and they didn't. And as far as I know, they never asked him to. And that's the thing that, you know, if I were to ever start my own business, my own, you know, Let's Play, you know, hub, that I would, you know, tell Casey and all the other people, first off, you know, don't change who you are. You know, that we're not here. I'm not in this, like I've already told you in the last video. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for, I'm financially secure. You know, I'm not worried about money. I'm here to just enjoy myself, have a good time, and share laughs with people watching the videos. Because, you know, I feel like you guys are my friends. Because, you know, we watched, because I watch these two, I watch my own videos as well. You know, to be completely honest with you, I want to make sure that when I'm putting videos up, that I'm going to be able to enjoy them myself. But, you know, I feel like I'm watching these with you and enjoying these with you. You know, one of my friends stumbled across my, because he plays Dark Souls 3, and we were talking about Dark Souls 3. I was like, I got my first video up, and you know, he was watching it, and he laughed a couple of times, and that feeling is just, it's indescribable. Like, I'm tearing up right now just thinking about it, because it's just an amazing feeling for somebody to watch your content and to laugh. And you know, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to watch you guys laugh while watching my videos, but you know, it's still there, I guess. And that's why, you know, the only thing I really ask of people is to really comment and share. And you know, I know a lot of people get mad because smaller channels ask you to do that, but you know, that's how we get our stuff out there. That's how we, you know, I can share my stuff all day, every day, you know, for 2 weeks, and it will not get nearly the views that if somebody else shared it. And that's the importance of sharing stuff. And every time, if I have a friend that has videos when he uploads, you know, I share the shit out of them, because I know how important it is to get that promotion out there. And I only ask that they return the favor. You know, I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for anything like that. I'm just asking that you return the favor. Also, just letting you know, the reason I'm walking around in circles because I'm waiting for daylight to show up so I can get some lava. But the point is, you know, friends, you know, my friends, I try to take care of my friends, because, you know, they're really the only things you have in life besides family, and that you should be able to count on without fail. Yeah, I just decided to say fuck it and go searching on my own. But there's a village over here too. But you know, it's just, you try to take care of your friends, because in the end, that's all you're really going to have is your friends. So that's why I always try to plug my friends as much as possible. And that's the thing. If you guys really like my content, please share it, because and especially these videos, because I'm not going to monetize this, because I'm just trying to prove a point here. But it's just, I really want people to, you know, see what's going on in the YouTube world and stuff like that. And it's not as, the grass isn't as green as people seem to think it is. Like, especially new YouTubers, like, they learn pretty quick that it's a very harsh world out there in the YouTube world. It's so hard to make it. It's so hard. And that's why I try to support smaller channels as much as I possibly can, because I'm a small channel myself, and I know how hard it is. You know, the growth I've had over the past year has been tremendous, but, you know, it's not nearly what, like, Markiplier did or anything like that. And you know why? It's because, you know, he had collaborations with big-name channels, like Game Grumps and Jacksepticeye and all those guys. You know, he got promotions, and that's how he made his subs. That's how he made his views, and that's how he made his money. And that's another thing too. A lot of people come to these smaller channels expecting, you know, Markiplier quality videos, but truth be told, like, I'm a part-time YouTuber. I record when I feel like it. I upload when I feel like it, and I try to support. Whoa, frame drop, please. I'm trying not to support that, but I do this part time. I don't have 8 hours a day to dedicate to making videos and editing and all this other stuff that Markiplier gets to do. And another thing, for those of you that have no idea, Markiplier has friends and other people that he pays to edit his videos. I don't have that. Nobody else that has less than 1,000 subs can do that, can afford it. So, people have these presumptions that, when you're in YouTube, that you can just make 10 videos a day if you wanted to and upload them and be perfectly fine. And that's not the case. That really isn't. And, I've... I just think it's hilarious that people come to my channel and they're like, oh, it's piss poor quality. Actually, for doing this by myself and buying my own equipment and doing all of this myself without any business loans, without anything like that, I think it's rather impressive of what I've done. For the people that tell me that it's not great, well, go fuck yourself. That's fine. For the people that actually enjoy it, I thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I work really hard at doing this. I mean, I've had days where I was just so tired, and I was just like, you know what? I got to get a video made. I got to get videos up because, people are depending on it. And that's why with this whole, no internet situation going on for 2 years, I've been really frustrated, and I've been really fed up with everything that's been going on. And it's pushed me to the edge of wanting to move to Texas. If I get low latency internet before then, I may consider actually going or staying just so that, I can establish myself. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, I'm not going to sit on my hand and, wait for, I've already waited almost 2 years for good internet, and I've yet to get it. So, the only thing that seems logical to me is to move to Texas. I mean, I could probably move a little bit. I could move into a town at the very least, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go all the way, and that's just how I am as a person. But it's just YouTube is not what everybody makes it out to be. It's not, and Dexter only solidified that point for me because of what happened between him and the creatures. And I'm very sorry about what happened to him. And to be honest, it's none of our business. But we know it. It's out there now. I mean, not much else that we can really do to prevent it. But I hope him I hope Dex all the best because, he's one of the only people on YouTube that is, who he says he is. He doesn't fuck around. He doesn't, lie to you and change who he is as a person. And I give him a lot of respect for that because there's not a whole lot of... When did I get cooked pork chop? What the fuck? But he is who he is, and he doesn't change who he is for, the creatures or anybody else. And I give him a lot of respect for that. And I hope down the road that when I get my channel established on a regular basis and I can take it seriously, and if I'm with Casey, that we don't become that. And hopefully he does see this and realizes that, I have fears about this. If something... Must be a cave nearby. But I am scared of it because of going on a business venture, because things can go bad. And god damn it, I forgot that this makes just stone. But when you go on a business with a friend, it's hard to, one of the rules is it's very tough to do it. I mean, it's possible, but it is extremely tough. And you have to make sure that you're willing to sacrifice that friendship if it comes down to it. And it's not anything against Casey. He's my best friend. We've shared a lot of laughs together and had a lot of great times and over these past 3 years, and a lot of great talks. But I mean, it's, it all depends. Like, how bad are you willing to make the business successful? Are you willing to destroy friendship over it? And You know, for me personally, to answer that question, I don't think I could. Because, whoa, hello. I didn't know this was over here. This is a bandit camp. I swear to God. I'm going to be pissed if it is. Because I have no armor. But, you know, that's the thing. Are you friendly? You are friendly. Oh. Well, I don't have bread to sell you there, sir. So. But, you know, that's one of the things that a lot of people have to ask themselves if they go into the YouTube business is, are you willing to sacrifice your friendship to be able to, oh, fuck, for the sake of views? And for me personally, I don't feel like I would be able to. If Casey would, that's very unfortunate because he has told me that, you know, if there was an opportunity to sell out, he would. So that is part of my fear is if, you know, he wanted to make a company and other people said, well, we need him out for whatever reason that may be, I would definitely get mad and I would feel betrayed because, you know, I don't know if who started the idea, but, you know, I think I thought that I did, but maybe he did. Who the hell knows? But, you know, I'd be like, well, hey, you know, I was the one that helped think this up, you know, and I would feel definitely betrayed, and as any normal person in that situation would. But I think I'd be the most hurt because, you know, he'd be willing to do whatever it took to, you know, get rid of his best friend for the sake of the channel, a channel thriving, and that people shouldn't have to do that. And that's the same exact thing with Dex and the creatures and all that other stuff. They shouldn't have had to change who they were for the sake of the channel to try and make more views and clicks and all that other stuff. That's just bullshit, you know. And it's like Dex said himself, you know, they must not have. I don't know why they didn't check out his channel first before asking him to become a creature, because obviously they weren't interested. Like the very second that he touched down, they like said that things had to change, and you know, it's just weird how they did that. And you know, hopefully in the coming months or years, you know, I'll sit back and laugh about all this, be like, oh, ha, it was so funny. Remember that time where I thought that Casey was hello. I need that. Be like, oh, remember that time that Casey, did I come down here? Must not have. Be like, oh, remember that time that I thought Casey was gonna betray me and all that other stuff? And hopefully it's just a lesson for both of us to learn that, you know, not everything is perfect in Paradise. This motherfucker. That not everything is perfect in YouTube, and that, you know, people are willing to do things for their own channel and for their own personal gain. And I'm not that type of person. I've always put loyalty above everything else. You're gonna excuse me? Thank you. But you know, hopefully I should bring up the courage to talk to Casey about this, and I will as soon as I get him to watch this video, because it is something we're gonna need to talk about, because it's not that I'm insecure, it's just I'm unsure of like what we're gonna do exactly. I mean, we talk, and that's the thing, you know, it's just what do we talk about, and I want to be able to, you know, bring all the issues up all at once and be like, well, if this is going to happen, we need to do this, or if this is going to happen, we need to do this, and hopefully we can reach an understanding. You know, I just don't want to feel like I put a ton of time and energy into something that, you know, I'm going to look back on and regret doing. And you know, trying to make something that you're proud of, and to have it all wasted away because, you know, somebody didn't agree with something, or they felt that it was best for the channels if you, what, excuse me, be best for the channels if you know, weren't a part of that, what you created to begin with. So it's just something that I hope we can get taken care of. And hopefully he can understand. Oh shit, I totally forgot that this had auto smelt. Well, that's unfortunate. And it's almost dark, so that's even more unfortunate. Great. But I don't know, we'll see. I'm not quite sure what the future holds. I think I've gone rambling on long enough about this. If somebody watched this entire thing, I'd be rather impressed. But that's what's been going on in my mind for now. Oh, excuse me. Hello? Oh, shit! Oh, I set him on fire with my fucking, my axe. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice, as Gilad says. Those of you who don't know Gilad, you need to watch some more Fit TV. Is Fit TV even still a thing? No, I think it's Discovery Health now. But I think that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I guess I'll wait until I get back to the smeltery to finish this up, I guess. Just because I want to make sure I got all the points across that I want to talk about. Say what happened with Dex and the creatures is very unfortunate what happened. That's one of my greatest fears if I went in with a business with my best friend is, you know, if we changed who we were for the sake of, oh yeah. But that was one of the things that I was scared of most probably is us changing who we are for the sake of, you know, making the channel better. Channels, I should say, because he's got 2 of his own. I've got 1. I guess it's time to start digging up, eh? I guess so. But yeah, to change who we are is just not something that's in my DNA. It's not coded in it. I can't do it. And, you know, if he can, then, you know, all power to him. But I'm just not that type of person to do something like that. I can't. I'm not going to change who I am. Not for anybody. If you guys enjoy me for who I am, then that's great. Because that's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be me. And, you know, I'm not going to be like NSYNC where, you know, where I'm not good enough for you. Don't want to lose it. Because I'm not like them. And all that other crap. But, oh, fuck. Fuck. Scared me. Whew. But, you know, I'm not going to change who I am for, you know, I'm sorry, you or anybody else. That, you know, if that offends you, I'm sorry. I don't know what I can do to rectify that. Oh, my nephew's here. So, you know, I mean, if you really appreciate... Okay. If you really appreciate my videos, then, you know, thank you so much for the support. What the fuck? Like, oh, god damn it. This is gonna take freaking forever. But that's pretty much all I have to say, I think. There's not much else. Okay, good. Finally at the top. Now I need to get back to the... Okay, there's the village. Oh shit, look at all this. But yeah, if you got anything that you want to input below, go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll go ahead and read it. And, you know, I can understand both sides of the story, you know, but if you want to lay everything out there, if I could lay everything out there, that's what I would have to say is, you know, it's kind of crappy at what happened with their situation. Hopefully, you know, I can talk with Casey a little bit more about this, and we can come to an understanding. And be like, okay, well, if we're going to do this, we can't change who we are for the sake of, you know, trying to get more views. You know, I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm flat out just not going to change who I am just to get more views. I mean, if he wants to, you know, he can go ahead, he can do his own thing, and I'll continue doing my thing. I mean, that's just the way it'll have to be, I guess. Fuck off. Thank you. But, you know, I won't stand up for it myself. But it is what it is. I'll talk to him tonight as soon as I get a chance. And, wow. Excuse me. Alright. I guess that's my cue. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like in case you enjoyed my stupid little rant. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see some of my other series like Dark Souls. And I will see you all in the next video.